Hi everybody, it's me Monique. How are you guys doing? Anyways, I'm doing another mukbang. It is a McDonald's mukbang. Yeah. And I'm doing the new thing that McDonald's is doing, the donuts. I got the cheap one, the one with the 6-piece in them. And they look like this. So let's go ahead and how do I do this? Oh no, I got sugar on the floor. Now I gotta vacuum. Okay, dang it. I gotta vacuum after I do this because I'm getting sugar everywhere. So let's try it. Okay. It's pretty much a churro. You guys that never had a churro, try one of these. They're like $1 or something. Light, airy. And I saw that Hardee's brought back their Fruit Loops too. So I was like, It's these like Fruit Loop donuts, and I always want to try them. They brought them back. How about? I can't drink coffee, so I can't do the whole experience. Come in this little bag right here. And it's tons of powdered sugar, like powdered cinnamon sugar in the bottom. It's kind of reminds me like a baguette, or like the French bread with powdered sugar on it. Powdered cinnamon sugar, sorry. It's not even powder, it's just cinnamon sugar. I don't know why I keep saying powder, sorry. It's not like super greasy or whatever, or extra like that. And if you don't like the extra stuff on it, like the cinnamon, it's kind of dusted off in your bag like this to get it off. I took my roommate to work this morning, and she was like, her husband asked me to. I was like, I have no problem taking nobody to work as long as you're not like doing it extra, you know, or constantly asking me, especially like if I have stuff to do or I want to go to bed. Like, don't keep asking, especially even though I work overnight. But like, he does it every so often, so I don't mind. But when someone asks every single day, it gets annoying. But they're really cool people. I'm so appreciative of them, you know, honestly. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but it's like tons of extra cinnamon like in that corner. I'm not going to eat that because I'm not supposed to be eating sugar anyways. Oh well. And I got, of course, for the, I should eat that last, but I want to eat it while it's so hot. I got my sausage McMuffin with no cheese because I can't eat cheese. And I keep forgetting that to not have it with cheese in it. So, this is it without the cheese in it. And I keep forgetting my jelly. I guess because it's almost like 10:30. Look at that stain. Wow. But I want to go to like a custom one, like the screen ones at McDonald's where you kind of self-order yourself and pay over there. I kind of want to do that and see how it is. Mm. Mmm. It's my favorite. Mm. Why can't I get jelly? Because I've been too much already with sugar. Get some water. Sorry, I've been feeling kind of off in videos. I just wasn't like being myself. I don't know why. Like, I don't know, I think I was just like expecting for my actor like to show up and everything, and I was just like watching over my shoulder. I mean, he did nothing bad, except for like leaving me by myself in a dangerous situation. Thanks a lot, but I don't know. I feel like he kind of moved and he's not in this city where I'm at, which is good because I haven't seen him or his family in a while, which is great. But I'm gonna stop talking about them, just focus on myself, and I'm good, you know? I'm going back to school. So, hopefully by October-ish, I'll have a new job. It's really good. Like, I'm so hungry. I'm not even, like, focusing on nobody. It's my favorite breakfast in the whole wide world. It's like English muffin. I wanted a big breakfast, but then I was like, can I finish that? Because, like, I noticed, like, I don't know if I'm, like, losing weight or whatever, but, like, portion sizes are getting smaller for me. So, like, I can't really eat as I used to. So it's just kind of like making my stomach kind of like smaller, I guess, or I get full faster. I'm just kind of like, I can't eat this, and I'll just throw it away. But hopefully I can finish the second McMuffin because I'll get like full off one. But since I didn't really eat last night, I'll see, you know. Well, last night at work, I had like the most embarrassing thing that happened to me. That's a bit TMI, honestly. So if you guys are not comfortable with that, please skip this video or this, you know, part of the video. Like, I went to use the bathroom, and then somebody like pretty much like sharded all over the seat, and then like left poop on the ground. It smelled like poop when I went inside, but I thought somebody like pooped and then like flushed. But there's like streaks in there all over the toilet seat, all over the front part. I was like, oh, this is disgusting. Like, I had to fully squat, surrounded by like stained poop smells, and I'm like, ugh. So I walk out, I'm nauseated as hell. And at the corner of my eye, I see some blood on my panties. I'm like, no. Like, I'm wearing khakis, so khakis show more of the blood. If I was wearing black, it would be no problem, but I'm wearing full-on khakis. Like, it's not like how it is. It's like watery and like it's like increasing. And I'm like, what do I do? So I'm debating about what to do. And I happened to sit down, watch on my phone, and I passed out at work. And because usually I take turns during rounds, so I can sleep for like a good hour or so, and I had nobody interrupt me. Depending where I'm at, like because I was gonna hide in the bathroom, take like a whole hour nap, but like that bathroom was stank, and I was like, can't. So like I don't want to eat because I'm talking about this, and so I sat down. I have like no female products, no pads, no tampons, no extra like panties, no extra pants. And I'm like, oh, great. So I think next time I'm gonna bring me some, bring like a bag and throw it in a trunk of like pads and pants and panties, because that was really embarrassing. Because like it literally like it was like all in my crotch area, like or the pants area. And it was just like showing, and I'm just like, if I like close my legs together and kind of scoot like this, it probably would have worked. But people were like, "Why are you walking like that?" And I'm like around a lot of males, so in my building, because like a lot of the older males live there. So I'm just like, oh, great. So I was like really embarrassed, and I passed out. Like I said earlier, I woke up. And it's like more blood. And I'm like, oh no, like if I bend over or move the wrong way, you can see it, So I'm debating about what to do. And my coworker calls me and says, hey, Nicole, it's your time to do the rounds. I'm like, oh no. So like I scooted myself all the way over to, where he was at. I said, hey, blah, blah, blah. I have a question. He's like, oh, what's the question? I said, it's not really a question. I just have a problem or an issue, and I was wondering, you could let me go home. He said, why? What happened? And I was like, well, I had my time a month, and it went through my pants and everything, and I really need to go home and change. Like, I live like 10 to 15 minutes away, and like, I just need to clean up, like shower real quick, and like, get some new pants and underwear and some pads, or tampons or whatever. He said, oh, okay, I'm sorry. And he was like talking about how his sister was going through kind of like the same thing. Like she was having hers like almost every day, and I was kind of scared, And I was like, I hope that's not what I have. So he let me go home. Like we checked in with my supervisor. He said it was okay. So he let me go home. I changed, and I really wanted to go home and stay and go on my bed and just like cry because it happened to me at work. That's the first time it's ever happened to me at work, to where it was like that intense, to where I was going through not only my panties but also my pants. And this has also happened to me like when I was in like high school or elementary, not elementary, but like middle school, and I have these very heavy flows, and nobody will tell me if it's on my pants or on my butt. Like, I'll go up through the whole day, and my mom's like, you have something in your butt. And I was like, oh, great, So, I was a very likable person, but I was so, like, introverted and shy and, like, in my shell that not a lot of people were very nice to kind of point that out for me, which is kind of weird. Like, I never had friends growing up. Like, I just started making friends, talking to people, being social, but, like, high school, elementary, like I never really had friends. Like my sisters will have friends, and I'll just kind of like be there, be like weird and whatever. But yeah, that it kind of reminded me of that, and it kind of made me kind of sad. But luckily, I did catch it, because I stood up and the seat was kind of wet, and I thought it was like me, because like sometimes I do have moisture on seats, and I was like, is that me? But I went to the bathroom real quick, and I kind of like pulled out like I kind of pulled up my pants because like my pants are really bad since of the weight I lost, and I was like, there was like so much more blood, and I was like, oh no, I was really embarrassed, but luckily, my coworker was super understanding. I think it was like my other coworker who I work with Thursday. No, I work with him Friday, Saturday. I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday. He will not be that understanding, honestly. And he probably would not let me go home, and I probably would have went home and probably would have got fired that day because of that. But like, you can't help. I don't know when my cycle is 'cause I just had it, and I was like, why do I have this again? And it's very close to my birthday, and I was like, why this had to happen? And I was supposed to meet friends this weekend and everything, hang out with them and like go on dates this weekend. I was like, you ruined everything. So hopefully it's just like a thing to where it's kind of, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to go see a doctor about this because like I've been having this issue since like I was like little, when I first got my period. I first had it, and I always had very heavy flows, like no matter if I was overweight, no matter if I lost the weight, it still was heavy, and I'll have like very painful cramps, and like sex wasn't really painful. It's just like my whole like monthly time of the month. Usually, sometimes I have mine for like a whole month, or and then I have mine for no months, and I'm like, what's going on? And then when I started being sexually active, that's when it started being kind of regular. And that's when it started being like really light. But sometimes I also have very heavy flows to where it makes no sense. Especially like when I'm like very stressed out. I'll have them really heavy, and then I won't have mine for a while. But lately, so far, I've been having like every now and then it's a heavy flow, and it's like light. And sometimes I won't have them, and I'm like sexually active. I'm like, oh, am I pregnant? But then it comes right back on. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. So I'm not really officially diagnosed with anything. I don't know what it is. I don't know because I'm like been heavy my whole life or what. I don't know. Look at this. But I want to have kids. I really do. I want to have kids. I want to have like a future and everything like that. Mm. Oh. Oh, probably. Like I want to have a family, And I'm not sure because I'm fat or what else is going on. So I gotta go see a doctor about that. Because I don't want to have a family way too late in life. And like I'm an old grandma and have like very young kids, Because my parents had me while they were still young. And like they were asking for grandkids and stuff. I'm just kind of like, what if I can't? But I know I can. I just gotta lose the weight, and McDonald's is not helping. Mm-mm. Yeah. But maybe it's not the right time or the right season for me to have kids, I don't know. I just feel like people who really want kids have the hardest time in having kids, so hopefully it's not the case with me. Because I'll be very sad, Oh, that's a dryer. Sorry. Like, all my friends are like, well, some of them are like couples or married, you know. But only a few of us have kids, so I'm just kind of like, huh. But I'm the only one that's like single and don't have a kid. Usually, everybody either has a kid or with somebody, you know, is in like that. I'm the only one in the circle who like is single and doesn't have a kid. I'm just kind of like, yeah, you know, how about so. Like I want kids so bad, really bad, but you know, I gotta work on myself, be stable, you know, like have my own place, you know, get able to provide for myself and not only for myself, but also for a child. So I gotta make sure I'm ready for having a kid because I don't want to depend on my parents or the government for like my kids or my responsibilities because that's like messed up, you know. And I've been saying that forever, honestly. Like I've been saying, oh yeah, I'm ready to, you know, I just want to finish college and or have this goal or reach this goal, reach that goal. And I'm like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'll be very kind of like sad. And so, but I'm gonna get some tests done to see what's going on. Cause I really want to know. I hope and pray nothing's wrong with me except for me just being fat, you know. Cause my sister Amber, she was heavy, and she like miscarried and stuff like that. And she was having issues with pregnancy. And then when she finally lost her weight, she got pregnant fast, boom, and had a very successful, you know, baby. And you know, with determinants, all I don't know what the whole terms are or everything, but she had a very successful pregnancy. So I want to see if I can like lose the weight and keep it off, and then like, you know, be with a guy who I think is gonna be either my baby daddy or like my husband and wanting to get kids, stuff like that, you know. I actually want to have a kid with somebody, and you know, they aren't there for my kid, or you know, they end up, you know, just being like this evil, mean person to me and to my kid, or doesn't want to be part of my kid's life. So that would like hurt me more than anything, you know. So I almost got pregnant by like two separate guys. Lucky it wasn't like successful because like I was like thinking the whole time, girl, you are late, you know. So I do believe it's an issue of me being kind of heavy, cause like I'm really like I went to the gym and they said, oh, you know, you're like mostly like fit. You just have like, you know, extra fat on you that you need to get rid of. Then you'll be like perfectly fine, you know. Because I went on this like scale and it kind of scanned like my body fat and everything. It's like, well, you only have like 20% body fat and everything on you is muscle. So like, what is it? Me being muscular is the problem, or me being fat is the problem, you know? And I kind of do want to work on my self-image and make myself look decent again, you know, and everything like that, and kind of heal from my last relationship. But like, if it happens, it happens. But I just don't want to be like a whole like one time fling and then like end up pregnant and then like, you know, and be like, ugh. I mean, it does happen and it does work out, I just don't want to be like that, I think it would hurt me just being a single mom and then like I don't know how they do it. Like single moms are like the warriors of the world because like y'all just like kick butts to take names and then you guys just like have to be mom and dad. I wouldn't know how honestly until it probably happens, but yeah, that's a tough ass road, honestly, and props to y'all. Honestly, props to y'all because